Hey everyone, I'm Clayfect, and today we're going to do things a little bit different. You see, the Hogwarts Legacy game is coming soon and I am super hyped. But for me to live in the Harry Potter world fully, I feel like I need a wand. And so does Mr Clayfect. So let's get started. But before we get started on the wand making, I need to know what kind of wizard I am and what kind of wand I want, so to speak. So first we're going to take the test to see which house I'm in. And of course I will always pick the forest, I love that. And for the drinks I have to go with the one that looks like wet wine but smells like chocolate. I mean, come on, it just sounds perfect to me. Now that I think about it, this is actually a great way for you to get to know me a little better. So do me the courtesy and let me get to know you a little better and leave a comment below what house you end up in. I am actually very curious about what my house is. I mean, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not the brightest, so Ravenclaw is definitely out of the question. I'm not that friendly, so Hufflepuff, I don't think so. And I'm not brave, so Gryffindor is way out of my league. And when it comes to Slytherin, I don't care that much for power, so I don't think it's going to be that house neither. Then again, judging by my answers, I'm probably going for Slytherin. Oh god, please don't Slytherin, no Slytherin. Ravenclaw! Yeah, okay, I can work with that. I'm a geek in real life, so it seems fitting. Now for the wand. It seems like you're going to get to know me a little bit better, even though you have never seen me. You're going to know some features of me and what values I have. Oh, I hope I'm getting a cool wand. Like a really powerhouse, like a choo-choo wand. I want that. So, just going over the last questions. Brown scroll, no, silver dagger. Applewood with Dragoncore. I mean, Dragoncore is pretty cool, but Applewood is basically just apple stick. You can pause if you want to know the full details of it. But to sum it up quickly, it basically means that the wood prefer light magic, and the core prefer dark magic, and the core is very strong, and yeah, that's about it. So I have a moody apple stick. Oh god. And don't forget, the design of the wand always reflects one's personality, so yeah, it's going to be a challenge. But first we need the dragon core, and luckily I have my own little dragon here. So after a failed peace offering to my dragon, there we go, I could retrieve the core, and we can finally get started on the sculpting. So here we have it, the core for my moody apple stick. And I'm using cosplay for this one because I want to wave it around and not be afraid of it breaking. So first we're going to build a base before I start on the design. Now I've been told I have a very strong imagination, and when I get absorbed into something I lose time and space. So I want this wand to sort of illustrate it. That's why I'm twirling it around, because my thoughts are always twirling around in my head. And I never have one at the time. So that's what this is trying to symbolize, while also being a moody apple stick. Now I blend them in a bit before I give it some wood texture to really sell the applewood look of it. When that is done, I make a crack that runs around the wand, and I do that because, like many other people, I also have cracks in my personality. And maybe I should have added more cracks, but it wouldn't have looked decorative, so let's keep it to the one crack. So much symbolism, huh? The handle I am covering up in some leather straps, I hope it's going to look like. It's going to be purple, so purple leather straps. And the reason for that is, one, it looks good, and two, I also have a soft side. After that, I need to remember I am also a Ravenclaw, so of course I'm going to draw a little feather in it. And last but not least, I'm making a scorpion end to represent the darker dragon core that also is in the wand. And now for the painting. I painted so many layers to get the wood color that I wanted and to sell the fact that it was wood. So yeah, it was really a process. Next week I promise I go back to my regular sculptures, but I just got this idea in my head and I just had to make my wand. And Mr. Clayfect's wand, as you see later. You know what? The more I worked on this apple stick, the more I realized that this wand actually is perfect for me. Because it's just as twisted as I am. And I wouldn't be happy if I couldn't complain a little bit about this wand. Or a lot, actually, when I painted it. I just couldn't get the right color, so I tried with so many dry brushes and washes. But at some point I got to the point where I was happy. And then it was onto the handle. Now of course I had to put some Clayfect color in there. So I painted it purple and gave it a darker wash to give it some dimension. Now after I did that, I painted the end bronze and also the feather because that's the color Ravenclaw. And then there is 3 small wings that I painted bronze, silver and gold. I did that to symbolize equality and to show that I am not really a competitive person. I don't care about winning, I just care about having fun. And after that, all it needed was a clear coat and we could move on to Mr. Clayfect. Now, of course, Mr. Clayfect got the cool house and a decent Patronus. If you want to see my Patronus, wait until the end of this video. And again, he got the powerhouse of a wand with a phoenix core and cedar wood and unbendable. Come on, I wanted that. But yet again, I got the moody apple stick. Now, for his base. After his base was done, I put some wings on it that are engraved with runestones. And the reason for that is because Mr. Clayfect is a very strong and sturdy person and I wanted the wand to reflect that. But even though my husband is a sweet and kind-hearted person, he also has his flaws. I mean, that man has a temper that will make an angry bull envious, let me tell you. And I want the wand's handle to reflect that, while keeping it masculine. Which is why I put a semi-translucent ball at the end that I'm going to paint wet later. And with that baked and done, we are on to the painting. After I tried it, of course. And yeah, definitely not my wand. I painted his wand a dark witch brown, almost black. And I did that to make all the other colors pop and it just seemed fitting with Mr. Clayfect. Now for the stripes in the handle, I gradiated from a bright orange to a bright red to symbolize the temper that I told you about and his strength. And I just think it looks good. Then I painted the wings golden and his handle knob red to symbolize his Gryffindor status. Then it just needed a clear coat and with that the wands are done. And so is this video. But before you go, let's test it out, shall we? Yeah, moody applewood, let me tell you. Come on. Expecto Patronum. And there we have it. My Patronum is of course a fox. To complete the picture of the nerdy know-it-all Ravenclaw I apparently am. Jokes aside, I had a lot of fun with this project and I'm so happy how my wand turned out and I hope you like it too. Now let's see Mr. Clayfect trying to make a petroleum. And of course he does it in his first try. Now come on, that's unfair. But then again, he didn't get the moody apple wand. That aside, I hope to see you next time and that you are ready for some sculptures and stories. But if you can't wait a whole week for the next sculpture, then you should consider clicking on the square to the right, where you can see Bruni being made, the fire spirit from Frozen 2. But until then, I hope to see you next time. Bye!